morning, babes. Today is actually day 2 of this trip. Yesterday I totally forgot to film. When I came out here, I was just like, if it works out, I will film. If it does not, that's okay too, because I didn't really come out here to work. But whenever I am on vacation, the irony is that that's when I get a lot of ideas. That's when I'm feeling the most inspired. That's actually when I want to record the most. Probably just because I'm away from home. I'm not really on a schedule. I don't have this long to-do list that I'm trying to do, so that's probably why. But I'm in luteal phase on this trip, and so I'm up early or whatever, but I'm just gonna chill at the pool because I don't want to wear myself out. But I like getting up early on trips. Are y'all like early people? Like, do y'all get up early when you're on vacation? I like it because then I get to, like, if I'm on a resort, I get to kind of explore the resort early in the morning before it gets too hot. And just kind of like right now, everybody must be still asleep. And so, I get to be out here in the quiet by myself in the pool for a little bit before I just get to engaging with everyone else. And because I'm in luteal phase, I want to just be more mindful about that. I want to allow myself some space to be by myself. And just to be quiet. The birds are chirping out here. I don't know if y'all can really hear that, but the birds are chirping. It actually feels good right now because the sun is not completely out yet. The water is nice. It's not cold. It's, a little tepid or lukewarm. So it's just nice out. It's nice to get up before everybody else. One of the perks. And then last night, we had some Jamaican food. I was gonna vlog yesterday, but I didn't really vlog because I was just in the moment, and that's just kind of how I'm playing this trip. Is if there is something that comes to me or I want to share with you guys, then I will film. But if not, I really am just gonna relax. So today, I do know we have a few things on our itinerary. I think it's going to be kind of a busy day. I don't know. But anywho, I am going to enjoy some more pool time. And I have been slathering my sunscreen. If y'all are looking for some clear sunscreens, I'm going to show you later in the vlog when I'm getting ready for the other stuff we have to do today. But Osea on my face, that one, and I just kind of like slathered that on. I didn't even wash my face because I took like a quick shower, but just a shower before I got in the pool, but I didn't really wash my face, and I just kind of put that on, and it looks pretty clear, y'all. And on my body, I put on that Badger sunscreen. That one is super clear too. I'm gonna be using those throughout this trip. Because I do not want to come back sunburned, exhausted, and dehydrated. So some things that I have been doing too, because it is so hot here, and it's gonna be like, I think the heat index is like 110 while we're here. It's crazy. But some things that I've been doing, of course, is staying hydrated. I bought some Element electrolytes. I'm gonna have a pack of those every day. What else have I been doing? I actually went to sleep early yesterday before everybody else, which I guess kind of explains why I'm up so early today. But I went and got into bed, y'all. I did drink a little bit yesterday, but not a lot because I just didn't want to be hungover. I didn't want to be hungover and groggy, but I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit, and I'll check in back with you guys when I am getting ready for whatever it is that we're gonna do today. for the weird angle. It's just kind of the only way I think it can work in this bathroom because of the design or layout of this bathroom. So took me a shower and everything, enjoyed my slow morning. People started trickling out. So I got to read my book a little bit. Think I really appreciate enjoy being on a trip with people who can just kind of sit in silence. It's just something about that. People who can just sit and enjoy where we are without words. Just chill, you know? That's nice. So I left all of my powder makeup at home. I do have my liquid stuff, which that is the majority of my makeup look. I'm just missing my setting powder, my I left like the whole Osea bag that I had with all my dry things in it. I left it at home. So like I said, fortunately I do have the liquid stuff, which I feel like is the most important things. I happened to throw my foundation stick in my luggage, so that worked out. For whatever reason, I did not put it in that bag. So the foundation and the concealer is the most important part. I can improvise with color. I'm gonna try to do just like a base makeup look so that I'm not having to redo my makeup over again. Let me, I'm missing my foundation. Let me grab my foundation. So I'm gonna do something kind of simple just to kind of set me up for success, because what I'm really hoping is that I don't sweat too much. I haven't been sweating a lot here, oddly enough. I expected to sweat more, and I have been drinking quite a bit of water, so I've been doing good with that. I think it's just because it is dry. Also, I do feel like this heat is not like Texas. It actually feels a little bit better. So I'm just not sweating as much. So I'm hoping that my makeup will just stay on. So tonight I can just, if I want to do some eye makeup or something like that, because I do have these two little eyeshadow things that I bought from ColourPop, and I wanted to try one. I kind of want to try one right now, today, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna finish doing this. I want to share some thoughts that I had about Black Joy, because I've literally only read the introduction, but I have lots of thoughts. I started reading this book today, Black Joy. I actually got this back from my birthday. When I saw it, it just, you know, the title just caught me and resonated with me, right? So this book, Black Joy by Tracy Michael Lewis Gigetz. And y'all, if you know how to pronounce her name correctly, please correct me in the comments. But I just wanted to share a couple thoughts that I had with you. So first of all, I am only through the introduction of this book. I gather based on the introduction that this is a book that will take you a while to read. Not because it's long and boring or anything like that, but because you're going to have to think. For me, just the introduction alone, I had to stop and really think about what I had just read, and really, I think it's because there were so many parts of what she said in the introduction that really hit home for me and resonated with me and speak to where I am right now. The first thing that stood out for me is her talking about, you know, her work in this space, because I take it, and again, I'm not familiar with this writer, but I'm going to familiarize myself now. But I take it that she is a person who does a lot of work around Black Joy and how she was still struggling. And so that resonated with me so much, because a lot of times we can be like in the wellness space, I am doing so much work around this, but it is still a place that I struggle. And it's still a place that sometimes I question whether I'm showing up as authentically as I can. And so she kind of touched on a little bit of that. And just having this uncomfortable moment of somebody pretty much calling it out for her, but her not being able to accept it in the moment. A lot of that resonated with me. The other big thing that resonated with me was her talking about self-compassion and how she lacked self-compassion and how that showed up and how that would show up or play out in her life, and how that lack of self-compassion was actually interfering with her ability to experience joy. So that's something that I felt deeply, because I'm a person that I think it's not hard for me to find joy, because there's a lot of it in my life. There are a lot of things to be joyous about, but I struggle with really experiencing and sitting in joy, and really just, it's almost uncomfortable. I feel like right now I'm in a space where I need to really deal with some emotional and psychological things that I feel like are actually impacting my journey with fibroids, because I personally believe that some of my issue is emotional, right? And so I want to be able to dig through that. But one thing that I have noticed about myself is my inability to experience joy deeply. I would actually say that I have worked through some of that, but I'm really happy that I came across this book, because I feel like this is going to be a helpful read for me based on just reading the introduction, because so much of what she said resonated with me. I think if you are a Black woman, some of what she said will resonate with you deeply, because a lot of the Black women that I know do have issues or a hard time really experiencing joy, experiencing love, accepting love in a way that we can just feel deeply. That is something that I'm really looking forward to in this book. I feel like that is a big part of my healing journey that I need to work through right now. And so I'm excited for this book. So I just wanted to share some of that with you guys, recommend or suggest this book, because the introduction got me hooked already. It's got me ready. Like I said, it'll probably take you a little while to get through this book if you are really thinking. I feel like this is going to be something that you read and you're going to have to think about, think deeply about every time you finish a portion of it. With that being said, because I am intent on experiencing joy, I don't think I'm gonna vlog the rest of today. I want to be present, and I want to be able to experience joy today, be deeply into it, feel it in my body kind of joy. I'm gonna end this right here, but I will actually see you in this next video. And I hope that you get to experience joy today. I hope that you know that you deserve to experience joy today.